Hey guys, we're watching right now The Haunting of Hill House, and it's a pretty interesting show right now, for me anyway, because it pretty much has to do with a mother. In the middle of the night, she gets uh, some type of breakdown, some type of psychological break. She's got mental issues, clearly, and in the middle of the night, nobody knows what happens. Pretty much the only details that are released are from the father. The father takes the children in the middle of the night, drives off. Uh, the mother, she's looking through the window as they're driving off. The kids are crying, they're screaming, and she seems to be um, in a possessed state, looking down at the children through the window as they're taking off. Um, you can barely even see her. You can just see her shadow. It's one of those kind of things. She's possessed. She's not right. Something's taken over her body. So, so, you know, later on, the father decides, I guess, to release. Well, not later on, actually. Shortly after, the father releases information to the press because she's dead, and there's all sorts of stories that are coming out, and it doesn't affect the kids at the beginning. I'm pretty sure they don't know how to go about it, but later on, as they grow up, they pretty much they pretty much get more curious about it, and pretty much into adulthood, one of the children of the mother and father, the deceased mother, the son, the oldest son, decides to write a book to make money off the family issues, of how his mother ended up dying, and all that type of stuff. Overall, I think this is a pretty good show. It's kept me entertained. I'm very picky when it comes to movies and stuff like that. You know, it's one of those things where you can hop on and hop off. So it's pretty cool in that sense. I wouldn't bullshit you. I wouldn't sit here and tell you this is the best show. This is, you know, the worst show or whatever. It's a show where you can binge if you want. You can watch it, as you're about to sleep. You can have a beer, fucking watch it, whatever. Be half asleep, be wide awake, whatever. You're still going to get the gist of what happened. And the thing that keeps me intrigued the most is it goes back and forth. It shows the children um, actually being around that house, which nobody else is allowed to go to. I believe all the staff, everybody who's working there, or people who once were allowed there, are no longer allowed there. There's a select few people that are allowed in that house, which is the children, and only a couple other people who are actually allowed there, and no, the other people outside of the immediate family don't even sleep there. They all live, you know, just on the outskirt of, of that place. They live closer, they live on the outside of the city, and uh, and so that's as far as I remember. That's how it was described, but pretty much it was detailed that, hey, we have an idea what happened that night, but it can't be true. We don't want to take any chances. Fuck this shit. We're not gonna stay in this. We're not gonna stay here. There's not good energy here. So you pretty much have this one girl who can see all this. She can sense all this, through touch, through all different senses, and she can tell, almost. That's what it seems like. She can tell what's going on, or the person's energy. She understands what's around, or maybe the energy comes, towards her. I don't know, but it's something that goes. The story keeps on developing. Later on, later on it will cut to a scene where they're older, and like I said, the brother's making a book, selling out the family. Um, one of the daughters is a mortician, and you know, after her mother died, she's now working in that field just due to the fact that the person who worked on her mother and put everything together, and made her look in a way that is pleasant and memorable, she took from that and kind of went in that direction and said, hey, that's what I'm going to do. And a lot of that has to do with, turned her to that career path because of what happened with her mother. But again, nobody really knows what happened to her mother. But she did die. She was deranged, possessed, whatever. But the thing I like about the show is everything is very vague. It really doesn't go deep into why this shit's going down. It's just going down. There's nothing you can do about it. And yeah, so it's something that keeps you going because it doesn't give you answers. Like even the nerdy kid, like there's a nerdy little fucking kid in here, uh, TV show, and the nerdy kid reminds you of fucking he's that, that little nerdy kid in Stuart Little with the fucking glasses, blonde hair. He's got those big fucking prescription glasses, but like that kid. So this is the same type of kid. Nerdy, scared of the world, all that type of shit. Same kid who played in that movie Like Mike. It's not the exact same kid, but they really have that character. When I see that character, it brings me right back to those scenes of other movies where I've seen a kid with that fragile type of that sensitivity, right? Everything, his own shadow scares him. He's a very curious kid, but his own shadow scares him. He doesn't, and later on, you know, he's this 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 he's the youngest brother, but he looks like he's could have become something honorable. He looked like he could have been a cop or a marine or whatever, right? He had that type of. He looked like a he's got the he's got the that authoritative uh, presence to him. But as soon as he speaks, as soon as you see him in a certain setting, you understand that life's whooped his ass. He's got drug problems. He is stealing from his family members, right? Just to get money to go out there and get high. So again, he's this person who you know could whoop ass, but he's just a gentle giant, and he's he's beyond fixable, and a lot of that probably has to do with what happened in his childhood and what went down in that house. So I definitely think you should check this show out. Again, it's called The Haunting of Hill House, and I think it's a pretty good show. If it wasn't a good show, I wouldn't be making this review on it. I think this is a pretty decent, fair review. I've given you bits and pieces. I've given you shit that's, in a way, all over the place. But again, this movie is all over the place. Or this TV show, rather. But it does not give you the cut and dry explanation of everything that is going the fuck on. It is just giving you bits and pieces. You gotta figure it out on your own. And it's almost like by the end of season 1, you've finally got somewhere, but you've gotten nowhere at all. So you know what? Check it out. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Email me at markduckett, the number 0 at gmail.com, for any feedback, for you know, for any more reviews that you'd like me to give. If you want me to continue giving reviews, um, you know, episode after episode after episode, you know, I'd be more than happy to. Just let me know what you think. And if you guys keep on giving me feedback on more of what you'd like, then I'm definitely going to take this more seriously. And I will definitely look into movies and TV shows, TV series that I think are worth a chance. There are too many credible movie reviewers out here who they're very finicky about what they want to give reviews on, but they don't give the underdogs a chance. You know, they don't give the ordinary shows a chance that are actually memorable, but just shows that are either out of this world, the movies that are, you know, just 5-star all the way. They'll give that a review, and then they'll give a really shitty movie. They'll give a really shitty movie that had a good trailer a review, and which makes no sense to me. You have a really good movie, 5-star movie, you'll give a review on that. Okay, I get it. But instead of reviewing mediocre movies, 4-star movies, B-list movies, you know, you get a lot of these guys giving, you know, reports on movies that are really bad or really good. And I want to be more that person who gives you a little bit of something in between. Alright? That's all. Let me know what you think, and I'll hit you back with some more.